أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين، حبيبي وحبيب إله العالمين، طب القلوب ودوائها وعافية الأبدان وشفائها ونور الأبصار وضيائها، أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الهاديين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
قال أمير المؤمنين علي عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام في دعاء كمال: وأسألك بجودك أن تدنيني من قربك، وأن توزعني شكرك، وأن تلهمني ذكرك. وصدق أمير المؤمنين علي عليه أفضل الصلاة وأزكى السلام.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. This part of the Arabic that I just read is a quotation from one of the dua known as Dua Kumail. This dua of Kumail is narrated by our scholars that the dua is originally came from Khidr alayhi salam. That the narration stated that Imam Ali alayhi salam was taught this dua by Khidr alayhi salam. Then Imam Ali alayhi salam usually reads this dua in the desert, alone. Sometimes he reads it in his house, alone. Until one day when he was reading these prayers or this dua, Kumail ibn Ziyad, he heard Imam Ali alayhi salam reading it. And he got touched by the dua. Imam Ali finished the dua. He went home. Kumail ibn Ziyad came and knocked the door. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam. Khair, inshallah. Is anything going on, Ya Kumail? Say, Naam, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen. The dua that I heard you reading, I want you to teach me that dua. Imam Ali said, Ya Kumail, take paper and pen, write it down. Allahumma inni as'aluka bi rahmatika allati wasi'at kulla shay. Then Kumail started writing the dua. He wrote the dua from the beginning to the end. And he started to read it. And that is where the dua became in his name, Dua Kumail. Now this dua, it is mentioned in the hadith, in the tradition of the Holy Prophet, that it's recommended to be recited in one night that is very important in life. And that is every 15th of Sha'ban, which is the birthday of Imam al-Hujjah Ajjalallahu ta'ala farajah.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
It's highly recommended to read this dua on the 15th of Sha'ban. And there is another recommendation is to read this dua every Thursday night. Highly recommended too. Tonight I just want to point out three things from this dua that Imam Ali is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you go back to the dua, Imam says, وَأَسْأَلُكَ بِجُودِكَ أَن تُدْنِيَنِي مِنْ قُرْبِكَ. Three things. In this one sentence, Imam Ali is asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The first one is said, I'm asking you, Ya Allah, with your generosity, bring me closer to be in one of the levels called Muqarrabin. And that is one of the levels that inshallah we're going through them. Tonight is called Maqamul Muqarrabin. That is number one. Number two, وَأَن تُوزِعَنِي شُكْرَكَ, and make me be among those who always are grateful for your blessings. And it's called Maqamu Ash-Shakirin. That is number two. Then number three, وَأَن تُلْهِمَنِي ذِكْرَكَ, and Ya Allah, inspire me with your remembrance, that always continuously I remembered. That is called Maqamu Al-Dhakirin. Three requests: Maqam Al-Muqarrabin, Maqam Al-Shakirin, and Maqam Al-Dhakirin. Three important things in Islam. Tonight I just want to point about the first one, Maqamul Muqarrabin. My dear brothers and sisters, tonight I just want us to take us to a different level, a different way, different field. Most of us, we were born and raised Muslims. We have been praying, fasting, going Hajj, Zakat and all that. But have we ever stopped to question ourselves all these years of prayers? Despite the fact that there are different levels in Islam, which level am I in? Am I in level A or level B? And like in education-wise, some of us are in kindergarten. Some of us are in grade 1. Some of us in grade 2. Some of us, they are in colleges. That is, in terms of education-wise. Now, in terms of spiritual-wise, which grade am I belong to? Tonight, I just want to mention those levels, and then I want you and I to make ourselves as well, to take this as homework, where we can take ourselves tonight and then count which level am I in, and then point at for yourself that either I'm in this line or I'm in this level. And if you are in one of the highest level, fahani'an. Because it's very important, brothers and sisters. Now, what are those levels in Islam? That the Quran mentioned them, and so as the hadith of the Prophet and our Imams in dua, they are talking about them. Inshallah, as we go, we will mention, you see, Imam Ali, he's asking Allah for different levels. From the beginning of dua Kumail till the end. Ya Allah, I want to be here. Ya Allah, I want this level. Ya Allah, make me be in this level. As he goes through the dua Kumail. Now, what are those levels, brothers and sisters? Level number one is called Maqamul Islam. That's level number one, which is, if you want to call it in education-wise, it's called level of kindergarten. That's the first stage you start. That's the first place you start. That is number one. Now, as you go through, then you go to the next level. It's called Maqamul Iman. The level of Iman. And by the way, you know, every one of these levels, they have level within themselves too. For example, in the level of Iman, Quran mentioned two of them. One is called General Mu'mineen. And then there is a special Mu'min. Meaning, within the Mu'mineen, there is a Mu'minun as well. Now, General Mu'minun, you go to Surah Al-Mu'minun. Allah mentions 6 qualities. Now then, after that, you go to Surah Al-An'am. Allah mentioned another 5 qualities. For whom? For Mu'minun. But those Mu'minun, Allah says, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا. They are special Mu'mineen. Not like any other regular Mu'min. No, they are higher than the others. That is level number 2. Then there is another level, which is the level number 3, and it's called Maqamul Muttaqeen. That is level number 3. And by the way, you know why these levels are important? Before you go to heaven, inshallah, we'll all walk. You cannot go to heaven unless you are in the level of mu'mineen, at least. In order to qualify for Allah to tell that you can go to heaven, at least you have to be in that second level, the level of mu'mineen. That is why it's important. That is level number 2. Now, as you go higher, there is another level. It's called maqamul muttaqeen. The level of pious ones who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this level also is very important. Why? Because this is the level that Allah said, these are the ones that I accept their a'mal. Their deeds are accepted by Allah. إِنَّمَا يَتَقَبَّلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ الْمُتَّقِينَ. That's level number 3. Level number 4, as you go in, is called maqamul al-abrar. Al-abrar is another qualified mu'mineen. Allahu Akbar. And Allah mentioned them in Surah Al-Mutaffifin. And Allah talks about those abrar, and He said, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ, who told you about those abrar? And I say, عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ يَنْظُرُونَ تَعْرِفُ فِي وُجُوهِهِمْ نَظْرَةَ النَّعِيمِ يُسْقَوْنَ مِنْ رَحِيقٍ مَخْتُومٍ. Allahu Akbar. That is another level. Above muttaqeen. Now above the abrar, there is another level. It's called maqamul muhibbeen. Allahu Akbar. Muhibbeen are the ones who love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Love for Allah. In their heart, there is no love for anything other than the love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they love someone, they love them because of Allah. They love their children, they love their wives, they love their friends, but the love that they have for anybody else is because of the love that they have for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that is the request from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran. For those of us who take the love of other things to be important, قُلْ إِنْ كَانَ آبَاؤُكُمْ وأزواجكم وأبناءكم وعشيرتكم وأموال اقترفتموها ومساكن ترضونها أحب إليكم من الله ورسوله فتربصوا حتى يأتي الله بأمره. Allah said in the Quran, say be careful. If you take anything, your spouses, your fathers, your children, your houses, your money, to be more important to you, you love them more than other of these things. Allah says, فَتَرَبَّصُوا, wait, حَتَّى يَأْتِيَ اللَّهُ بِأَمْرِهِ, until I bring my order, which is punishment of Allah. Now a mu'min should have the love for Allah to be more than any other thing in his heart. And Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. The true believers, when you look in their heart, the love of Allah is the strongest love in their heart. But mostly for you and I, when you open our heart, you know, the big part is my wife and my children. The other big side is what? Is for my job and my money, my car, my wealth, right? And then the other part, my mom, my dad, my children, another part of the family, right? Friends. And then at the corner there where there is just nothing but just a dot, that might be for Allah. But Allah is telling you and I, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. If you and I are true believers, Allah said, أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. Their love for Allah is the strongest love more than anything else. That is Maqamul Muhibbeen. And by the way, you know what is amazing? What is amazing is that what do you do to get to every level? You come to the hadith and the Quran, it tells you what to do to get to every level. Now, Maqamul Muhibbeen, what can I do so that way I love Allah and Allah loves me back? In Hadith al-Qudsi, Allah mentioned, it said, مَا زَالَ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ بِالنَّوَافِلِ حَتَّى أُحِبُّهُ. Allah said, if you want me to love you, one of the ways to do it is nawafil, extra deeds. In other words, extra homework. For example, nawafil of fasting, Mondays and Thursdays. Nawafil salat, which is, for example, every salat has extra prayers, you perform them. All these mustahabbat, nawafil, it develops your love for Allah and the other way around from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is maqam al-muhabbin. Now, after you finish with maqam al-muhabbin, there is another maqam also, which is called maqam al-mukhbitin. On top of that, there is another level, it's called maqamul mukhlisin. Allahu Akbar. Wa ma adraka ma maqamul mukhlisin. And that is what Allah requires from all of us. Al-mukhlis is that when a person, anything you and I do, is not for the sake of anybody. And in hadith they say, if you want to know if you are mukhlis or not, this is the test. إذا استوى المدح والذم عند المرء فهو مخلص. When your action, anything that you do, right? Somebody comes and praises you, it doesn't add anything for you. Somebody comes and criticizes you, it doesn't reduce anything. When criticism and praise becomes equal for you, it's called you are mukhlis. Now, how many of us, when we do something positive, somebody doesn't appreciate what happened? MashaAllah, I'm never going to do that again. Why? He didn't even say thank you. Ya Habibi, did you do it for Allah, for him? No, Allah. But you should be saying thank me too. Allahu Akbar. In the hadith, for you to be in that level of mukhlisin, it should be equal. Somebody, you did something for Allah. Somebody something for the sake of Allah. Somebody come appreciate it, alhamdulillah. They didn't appreciate, yes, alhamdulillah. Even, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, even in some point in Darajat al-Mukhlisin, you don't even want the thanks. At some point, somebody wants to come and say, thank you. I said, no, I don't want to hear thanks from you. You hear in the Quran, Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam, La nuridu minkum jaza'an wala shukura. Ahlul Bayt alayhim as-salam, Imam Ali, the night that they have this nazar and people come in every night, Imam Ali alayhi salam and his family, they say to the people who they have been helping, La nuridu minkum jaza'an. We are giving you this, we expect no thanks, no gratitude from you. Okay, what do you expect, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen? إنما نطعمكم لوجه الله. The aim of our action, the reason why we're giving you this food is not because you to thank me or to criticize me. No, no, we want him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is maqamul mukhlisin. Now you test yourself. When you do any khair, do any criticism and appreciate it, is it the same or not? If they are not the same, then you are not in that level. Forget it. That is maqam al-mukhlisin. Now, maqam al-mukhlisin also, there is another maqam above it. It's called maqam al-mukhlasin. And wama adraka mal-mukhlasin. You know this maqam al-mukhlasin? Those are the ones Shaitan is scared of them. Shaitan, from day one, he told Allah, he said, Ya Allah, I can misguide everyone, except those who got into the level of mukhlasin. You know, mukhlasin is like shield. As soon as you enter there, Shaitan cannot come and deceive you. And Shaitan said to, when he said to Allah, لَأُغْوِيَنَّهُمْ وَلَأُمَنِّيَنَّهُمْ وَلَا تَجِدَنَّ أَكْثَرَهُمْ شَاكِرِينَ. Allah said to him, إِلَّا عِبَادَكَ الْمُخْلَصِينَ. Illa. He said, out of those, the entire people, the exception, those Shaitan cannot misguide, are the ones who are in the level of mukhlasin. And what is the mukhlas? See, the first one, mukhlis, you become sincere for Allah, to Allah. In everything that you do, is just for the sake of Allah. Now, mukhlas is where Allah takes your hand, he's now sincere for you. Allah takes you to another higher level. That is called maqamul mukhlasin. Then there is another level which is above this, which is called maqamul muqarrabin. And that's the level that Imam Ali is asking Allah in this dua. وَأَسْأَلُكَ بِجُودِكَ أَن تُدْنِيَنِي, to bring me closer. How closer? Muqarrab, to be one of the closest to you. Allahu Akbar. Now let me take you to the Quran. What the Quran say, so that you can put these two things together. One is the dua comment, one is the Quran. Now what does the Quran say about muqarrabin? In Surah Al-Waqi'ah, فَأَمَّا إِن كَانَ مِنَ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ فَرَوْحٌ وَرَيْحَانٌ وَجَنَّةٌ نَعِيمٍ. Allahu Akbar. You know what that means? فَرَوْحٌ وَرَيْحَانٌ. Dear brothers and sisters, there are Islam is beautiful, is amazing. The way Quran describes things for us. See, in Islam, when you and I, our salat, our fasting, our hajj and zakat and all that, every action that we do, right? Our aim is what? Is to earn heaven. That's our aim. Even in dua we say, Allahumma rzuqni al-jannah, Allahumma rzuqni hur al-ain. That's our dua, right? Because that's where we want to go. Now, as you go through the maqam, through these levels, you get to the maqam al-muqarrabin. In this maqam al-muqarrabin, what happens is that in that maqam, you don't care about heaven or hell. Okay, what do you care about? No, heaven and heaven is what cares about you. That the heaven is being honored for you to be part of it. That's why in the Quran, when Allah said, فَأَمَّا إِن كَانَ مِنَ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ فَرَوْحٌ وَرَيْحَانٌ, and then he said, وَجَنَّةُ نَعِيمٍ, meaning the person becomes Jannah himself or herself. Now pay attention carefully in the Quran. Usually when Allah talks about the other maqam, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ لَهُمْ جَنَّاتٍ, meaning they will have heaven. But when you come to muqarrabin, it said فَأَمَّا إِن كَانَ مِنَ الْمُقَرَّبِينَ, it said فَرَوْحٌ وَجَنَّةُ نَعِيمٍ, meaning the person becomes walking Jannah. Example of them, Imam Ali alayhi salam. Example of them, the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. Now you can tell me, okay, those are the Prophet and Imams. We are not ma'soom. Can we reach that level? We are not infallibles. Can we reach to that level? I say yes. There is somebody who have reached to that level and they are not of a Prophet. They are not from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. They are anyone like you and I, but they were able to work themselves through to get to that level. Who is that? Salman al-Farisi. You know what the Prophet said about him? Salman al-Farisi. The patient Salman. The Prophet says, Ya Salman, inna al-jannata tashtaqu lak aktharu min ishtiyaqika laha. Heaven is wishing and praying for you to be in it so it can be honored for having people like you. Muqam al-Muqarrabeen, brothers and sisters. Now you go to the Quran also, in Surah Al-Mutaffifin, Allah tells you one of the benefits of Muqarrabeen Yawm al-Qiyamah. Allah says, Muqarrabun Yawm al-Qiyamah, when they are given a drink. They mention two groups. One is Abrar. Allah said, Abrar, they will be given a drink. Muqarrabun, they will give him a drink. But the difference between the two drinks is that Abrar, because their level is lower, Allah said their drink will be mixed. But the Muqarrabun, their drink is what? Is pure as it is, unmixed with anything. Allah stated, على الأرائك ينظرون الأبرار تعرف في وجههم نظرة النعيم يسقون من رحيق مختوم ختامه مسك وفي ذلك فليتنافس المتنافسون. And then he said, عينا يشرب بها المقربون. عينا, a spring drink. Right? Now listen, Abrar, he said, وَمِزَاجُهُ. Mizaj means they mix, their drink is mixed. They are not being given what? A pure drink. But when it comes to what? When it comes to the muqarrabun, Allah says, Aynan yashrabu biha al-muqarrabun. Allahu Akbar. Their drink is not mixed, it's pure as it can be. Why? Because they are muqarrabun. They are the one who are close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the maqams, brothers and sisters, that I want to emphasize a little tonight is called maqamul yaqeen. Al-yaqeen, wa ma adraka ma maqam al-yaqeen. See, when you read the maqam al-yaqeen, it's the maqam where Allah opens another hidden eyes for you. We have 4 eyes, but 2 of them, they are blind. Until you awaken yourself, you're going through this level, you reach the maqam al-yaqeen, then Allah opens the extra eyes. Then you start to work with what? With 4 eyes. Then you start to see things other people cannot see. In Ilm al-Irfan they call maqamul mukashafat, the level of discovering. It's the level that when you reach, you start to discover things other people don't even think or even see. Now listen in the Quran in Surah Al-Takafur. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, كَلَّا لَوْ تَعْلَمُونَ عِلْمَ الْيَقِينِ لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمِ. Allahu Akbar. Allah said, had you have the knowledge of yaqeen, ilm al-yaqeen. If a person reaches that level of yaqeen, the first thing Allah does is to give him ilm, the knowledge of that level. And that knowledge, remember, we talked before, there are 3 kinds of knowledge. One is called ilm al-ladunni, ilm al-kasbi, ilm al-huduri. There is ilm al-huduri, knowledge that Allah gives to everybody. Kafir, mu'min, Muslim, good, bad, it doesn't matter. Allah gives to everybody. Level number 2 is called ilm al-kasbi. Allah says that knowledge is out there. The more effort you put, the more you get. That is for everybody too. But then the 3rd one, which is super unique, ilm al-ladunni. Allah says for certain people, not for everybody. Now this knowledge, when Allah gives to everyone, then the person starts to see things that nobody can see. Allahu Akbar. It's called maqam raf'ul ghita, when the veil will be lifted in front of your face. You can see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لَتَرَوُنَّ الْجَحِيمِ. If you and I reach to that level, you can see Jahannam here. Hellfire is here, this world, you can see it. Some of us, you and I, we think that heaven and hell is what? As when we die, we go to heaven. No, ya habibi. Heaven and hell is right there, here. Quran talks about it, that you and I, we think that, okay, I can eat haram, and the Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah says, okay, because you ate haram, this is the hellfire to go. No. In the Quran, that haram that you eat is the same hellfire. But because you cannot see, the veil is there. Yawm al-Qiyamah, they lift the veil. Then you see the hellfire. Now listen to the Quranic point of view about this particular point. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ أَمْوَالَ الْيَتَامَى ظُلْمًا. Those who eat the money of orphans wrongly. Allah said, إِنَّمَا يَأْكُلُونَ فِي بُطُونِهِمْ نَارًا. Ya'kulun nar. This food that you wanna eat, mashallah, is a rice, is a biryani, is a chicken, is a kebab. You think it's a kebab. Now the kebab, yes, when you look, the outside of it is kebab, but the internal of it is what? Is fire you are putting in your mouth. But because there is a veil, you can't see it. But if a person reaches that maqam al-yaqeen, you can see everything as clear as they are. That's maqam al-yaqeen. This maqam al-yaqeen, you don't need to be a prophet to reach that level. There are people at this age, as you want to live, they have reached that maqam al-yaqeen. There are people at the time of the prophet, they reached to that maqam al-yaqeen. Example of those companions during the time of the prophet is called Zayd ibn Harith. Zayd ibn Harith, wa ma adraka ma huwa. What a great companion. And wallah, congratulations, good for him. Zayd was able to develop the love for the prophet to the point where anytime the prophet, he sees the prophet and the prophet wants to leave, that is when his tears comes out. Zayd, was absolutely in love with the Prophet. To the point one day, the Holy Prophet came and he was leaving, he started crying so bad. The Prophet asked him, Ya Zayd, why are you crying? He said, Ya Rasulullah, oh the Messenger of Allah, I am honored to be with you in this world, to be in your presence, to sit with you, to look at your face in this world. But I know Yawm al-Qiyamah, your level is not mine. You're way up there and I will be down there. I wouldn't be given that opportunity to see you and have the honor of being with you, Ya Rasulullah. He said, that is my cry. At that moment, when he was standing with the Prophet, Allah sent him the ayah to Jibreel. Jibreel, go and tell Jibreel, the Holy Prophet, this ayah. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ. Those who believe and did the righteous deeds. فَأُولَٰئِكَ مَعَ الَّذِينَ أَنْعَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ. Ma, the Prophet Al-Quran said, they will be with those Allah have given blessing. Who are those? مِنَ النَّبِيِّينَ. They will be with the prophets. وَالصَّدِّقِينَ. And the trustworthy ones. وَالشُّهَدَاء. And those who got killed for the sake of Allah. وَالصَّالِحِينَ. And the righteous one. وَحَسُنَ أُولَٰئِكَ رَفِيقًا. Allah said, what a great companion and friendship. Allahu Akbar. If you are blessed to be with An-Nabiyyin, As-Sadiqeen, Ash-Shuhada, As-Salihin, Allah said, that's a good companionship to be in. Yawm al-Qiyamah. But because of his love for the Prophet, he has to be, Allah granted him to be in this level. And وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ, these levels, brothers and sisters. As-Salihin, you said, even Nabi Allah Ibrahim, when he asked Allah, he said, Rabbi habli hukman wa alhiqni bis-salihin. Now know the level of Salihin, brothers and sisters. Ibrahim, one of the ulul azm, he said, Ya Allah, make me be among the Salihin, the righteous one. Now those group, Allah said, this young man will be part of it. Those Salihin, Al-Shuhada, Allah said, you will be. This Zayd, one day he was sitting in the masjid of the Prophet. The Prophet, after Salah, he looked at him and he was pale. The Prophet said, Ya Zayd, what's wrong with you? He said, Ya Rasulullah, I have reached to the level of yaqeen. I've reached to the level of certainty. What do you mean, Ya Zayd? You have any proof? He said, yes, Ya Rasulullah, I do. What is it? He said, Ya Rasulullah, I have reached the level وَإِنِّي أَرَى أَهْلَ الْجَنَّةِ. I can see the people of heaven وَهُمْ فِيهَا مُنَعَّمُونَ. They have been blessed in that level. I can see also the people of hellfire وَهُمْ فِيهَا مُعَذَّبُونَ. Now what did he say? He said يوم القيامة or here? Here, he said, here I can see, not Yawm al-Qiyamah I'm going to see. Yawm al-Qiyamah we're all going to see that, right? But he said, no, I can see them here in this world. I can see the people of heaven and I can see the people of hellfire. That is maqam al-yaqeen. Now you say, okay, that was at the time of the Prophet. You know, one of the people who have also reached at this level, and this world, at this age, which we all heard about, our great scholar Al-Marhum Ayatollah Bahjat. Ayatollah Bahjat have reached the level of Marhalat al-Yaqeen, where he can see certain things. And he wasn't at the time of the Prophet. He was at our time, our age. Now if you consider, MashaAllah, there is all this corruption, I can't be a good servant of Allah. Now he was at the same time as you are, but he was able to reach that level of Yaqeen. And he could see certain things people cannot see. Not only that, in Marhalat al-Yaqeen, Allah gives you the knowledge of things that will happen in the future. That you can tell people things that will happen years from now, and you have the knowledge of it. And you go to the Quran, Allah stated about one of his servants, And let's think about the ilm we're talking about, called ilmul yaqeen. Now, the same ilm Allah stated about the Khidr is abdan min ibadina ataynahu min ladunna ilma. Which ilm did Allah give to Khidr? Khidr was one of the servants of Allah. Allah said we give him the knowledge. That knowledge is ilmul yaqeen. That is why he could see things Musa couldn't see that. Ilmul yaqeen. Not only that, some people who was able to see something, some of our scholars to this current age, they could see those things, brothers and sisters. It's called maqamul yaqeen. My brothers and sisters, how can one achieve from one level to another level? By the way, the last and highest level, where there is no level above it, is called maqam al-rada. Maqam al-rada, and it's only two levels there. It's the level where a servant wants to please Allah. His entire concentration is to earn the pleasure of Allah. Now, as you pass that level, then it turns that Allah wants to please you. And that level is for just very, very comfortable people. In some narration, that level is known for just Muhammad and Ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
And that level you can see in Surah Al-Fajr. Allah said, Ya ayyatuha an-nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyya. Radiyya, come back to your Lord while you are pleased. Yeah, that's the first level. You are pleased with Allah. And then the next level, Allah said, I am pleased with you. Two, mutual part. In Surah Al-Bayyinah, Allah said, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ Allah said, أُولَٰئِكَ هُمْ خَيْرُ الْبَرِيَّةِ جَزَاؤُهُمْ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِمْ جَنَّاتٌ عَدْنٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ. At the end it said, رَضِيَ اللَّهُ عَنْهُمْ وَرَضُوا عَنْ ذَلِكَ لِمَنْ خَشِيَ رَبَّهُ. Allah said, we're pleased with them as they're pleased with us. That is the highest level. But how can we go through one level to another? As we mentioned, please take a time and examine yourself. That which level am I in? Am I in the first, in the middle, at the higher? Which level am I in? And if I'm in this level, how can I get in another level? But here is the key. I'm just going to mention two things, brothers and sisters. One of the way to move from one level to another is you have to go through test of Allah. The same way that when you go to this college, when you go to the school, you are in the level number 1 or grade 1 or grade 2. You cannot be promoted to grade number 3 or level 4 or 5 unless you pass the test. The same thing in the sight of Allah. Allah said, I'm not going to promote you from one level to another unless you pass my test. Alif Lam Mim ahasiba an-nasu an yutraku an yaqulu amanna wa hum la yuftanun wa laqad fatanna alladhina min qablikum. Allah said, don't think that you will just consider yourself mu'mineen and you don't get tested. You have to be tested. That's number 1. And Allah said, not just you, even the prophet, they have to be tested. If they pass the test, then they have to go from one level to another. And Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah said about Prophet Ibrahim, He said, وَإِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ رَبُّهُ بِكَلِمَاتٍ فَأَتَمَّهُنْ. Even the prophet, they get tested. If they pass one level, then they get tested for another. Then they get tested another, and then they get to as the higher as they can go. If you and I want to go from one level to another, you have to pass the test of Allah. Now question, what is the test of Allah? How do I know that am I being tested or not? Now listen to the Quran. Allah said that everything in this life is a test of Allah for you. You are healthy, it's a test of Allah. You are sick, it's a test of Allah. You have a job, it's a test of Allah. You don't have a job, it's a test of Allah. You have a good work, it's a test of Allah. You don't have it, it's a test of Allah. Everything in this world is a test of Allah. That means what? That means be extra careful with everything in this world. In Surah Al-Fajr, Allah stated it clearly. فَأَمَّا الْإِنسَانُ إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ فَأَكْرَمَهُ وَنَعَّمَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمَنِ. Now listen to the ayah. إِذَا مَبْتَلَاهُ, when he get tested. فَأَكْرَمَهُ وَنَعَّمَهُ, and نِعْمَ ibtila. When Allah gives you something, it's a test. The next ayah says that وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَبْتَلَى فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقًا. When Allah takes something from you, it's another test too. Ibtala. Having, not having, you're good, you're healthy, you're sick. Every one of them is test. How do you treat the test of Allah? If you pass every one of them, then you get promoted to another. That is number one. Number two, one of the most important key in helping yourself from one level to another is to always and always take your salat very, very important, brothers and sisters. Salat is the key, brothers and sisters. Example, in Surah Al-Mu'minun, Allah mentioned the quality of mu'minin. You know how many times He mentioned 6 qualities, but out of the 6, 2 of them are salat. Your 5 daily prayers is the promoting key to one level, from one level to another. Allah says, Surah Al-Mu'minun, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ فِي صَلَاتِهِمْ خَاشِعُونَ. Salat. Then He goes to mention 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then He says, وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَوَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. 2, salat is the key, brothers and sisters. Salat is the important. Now you go to another quality of muttaqun, another higher level. Allah said salat is also another key there. Salat is another factor. Alif Lam Mim ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ. Allahu Akbar. Salat in every quality is part of it. You want to be a mu'min, salat is the key. You want to be a muttaqi, salat is the key. You want to be anything that you want to do, a salat is the key. That's why you come to another ayah. Allah tells the Prophet, وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَتَهَجَّدْ بِهِ نَافِلَةً لَكَ عَسَىٰ أَنْ يَبْعَثَكَ رَبُّكَ مَقَامًا مَحْمُودًا. Ya Rasulullah, you want the highest level that every person will hope and wish to have it? I said the only way you can get to that level is with salah. Now, Imam Muslim said in one of the hadith, he said, As-salatu qurbanu kullu taqi. Qurban brings you closer. But which salat are we talking about? Not my salat, brothers and sisters. The real salat. What do you mean by the real salat? We have 2 kinds of salat. We have salatun zahiri, salatun batini. The zahiri is the external prayer. And then we have batini, which is the internal salat. What is the internal salat? The internal salat is disconnecting and connecting. You disconnect with every being and connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the salat. But not my salat. When I come, I disconnect Allah and connect with everybody in my namaz. Right? When someone said Allahu Akbar, now millions of thoughts started to come in. I'm connecting with my business, my children, my wife, my home, my food. Allah is not in the picture. That is not the salat that we're talking about. Salat that we're talking about is you disconnect with everything and connect with only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the salat that takes you from one level to another. Ya Allah, help us to do so. Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we ask you every single day, help us to become closer and closer to you, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, as we live every day, Ya Allah, help us to move from one level to another, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we ask you, show us the right way and help us to stay on the right way, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, show us the wrong way and help us to stay away from it, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Ya Allah, we ask you, we have mu'mineen and mu'minat who are sick, Ya Allah, give them fastest recovery, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Our marhumeen, marhumat, Ya Allah, be pleased with all of them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we ask you, when our time comes to leave this world, Ya Allah, let it be the best time of our lives, Ya Allah. إلى أمواتكم وأموات المؤمنين رحم الله من قرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.